A liver recipe that automatically turned haters of liver into lovers of liver. Hey yummy, welcome to the channel where we share yummy recipes which can make you get cash into your pocket. In today's recipe, we are making liver recipe or liver stew. My name is Yummy Cash and you're welcome to the channel. To make your liver stand out perfect and unique, there are certain things you need to do which will change the liver game totally. And one thing is not to overcook the liver and adding the right spices to it when cooking it. I'll first start by cutting the liver into smaller slices and wash them very well. I'll then go ahead and chop all the vegetables I'll be using it, and I make sure to cut the vegetables into very smaller pieces. That is, I diced all the vegetables that I'll be using. Now in this recipe, I used tomatoes, I used garlic, paprika, pepper. Now you can use any vegetables at all that you have at home and also that you are so comfortable with in eating. To go all over again with the ingredients, I have paprika, I have pepper, onions, garlic, the liver, which is the main ingredient, and the rest will be introduced during the cooking process. In a pan, I added generous amounts of oil and added diced garlic. I fry for a few seconds and then add in the washed clean liver. I stir and add a generous amount of salt. Stir it again to mix and then add in onions granules, or you can use onion powder. Now the salt, you don't want to add in more of salt at this stage because as you are cooking, there is a probability that you're going to add in Maggi or all-purpose seasoning, which also contains salt. And with the onions powder, you can use fresh onions, but I always prefer to use the granules because it adds in some flavor and moistness to the liver. So after adding in the onion granules or onion powder and salt, I'll stir for everything to mix very well and let it sit on fire for at least 5 minutes. I'll keep stirring and checking the liver from time to time, and the purpose of doing this is to bring out most of the water out from the liver. It has been 10 minutes now, and as you can see, majority of the water from the liver is out, but still I'm going to leave it on fire for additional 2 minutes. In the beginning of the video, I told you there are right ways of cooking your liver to stand out perfect, and one of it is not to overcook your liver. Now the longer you cook your liver, it becomes harder and tougher. Now at this point, I am adding in my all-purpose seasoning I got from Lidl, and this is so good. It is actually a vegetable spice. After adding in the all-purpose seasoning, I'll leave it on fire for just 1 minute on a very low heat, and then after, I'll take everything out from the pan and set it aside. As you can see, there are lots of water that came out from the liver. You know, I did not add in any water. Now I'm adding in tomatoes, and I'm using the tomato that comes in tin. You can use fresh tomatoes, that is also good to go. And I'm adding in about half tablespoon of tomato paste or tin tomato. I make sure to mix it very well with the water that came from the liver. throw throw in my pepper, and this is not too hot, which is okay, and then stir to mix very well. Now add in the diced onion, stir to mix, and leave it on fire to cook. I'll keep stirring it from time to time for it not to get burned. And do you know the reason why you should be eating liver day in and day out, especially when you are anemic? Liver is an excellent source of iron and vitamin B12. Liver contains a good source of iron for anyone suffering from anemia. And the livers from chicken are really high in vitamin A, which helps in your eyesight. I'll then add in about half cup of water, stir to mix, and leave it for it to cook properly. Now the reason for adding in the water at this stage is to make sure the tomatoes and the onions are well cooked. So after the 3 minutes, I added in my spice, which is the 5 spice blended together, or the Chinese spice. Okay, you've not watched that video, check the description there, or on this channel I have a video there, the 5 Chinese spice. Oh my god, it is divine. I added in the liver and stir to mix very well. At this point, everything is well cooked, everything is okay to go. But then we are going to leave it on fire for just some few minutes and add in garlic powder. I love garlic powder, right? Garlic powder contains a lot of health benefits. It is so healthy, and as you can see, our stew is looking so beautiful and the taste is so divine. Do well to taste for salt. If it's not enough for your perfection, add in more of the salt, and then add in your paprika. So colorful. You can use the green, any color of your choice, and then stir to mix. At this point, everything is well cooked and we don't want to overcook our vegetables and the liver. As I told you earlier on, overcooking your liver makes it harder and harder. Now our stew is ready and you can serve it with any dish that you want. Thank you, Yummy, for watching this video till this end, and I know you're gonna try your hands. Always remember to do everything in love. Be good. Cheers.